Today we're going to be looking at the idea of subtracting integers. I have two problems, -3 minus +3, 2 minus -9. I'm going to first look at this in terms of a number line. If I go to graph this, and I think -3 is right here, I'm going to be subtracting 3. Well, subtracting tells me that I need to be going left, and that tells me go left 3 spots. 1, 2, 3. So I end up right here at -6. On the problem over here, I'm going to be starting at +2. I'm going to be subtracting, which wants me to go left, but I'm subtracting a -9, which means the negative is going to change me to go the opposite direction. And now I need to go 9 spots. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Which is going to leave me at +11. The idea that we have here could then lead us into the conversation of, well, why does that happen? If I subtract a negative, how did I get +11? Part of the idea could be with the idea of a thermometer. Or we'll say a cup of hot chocolate. I have a cup of hot chocolate. If it's too hot, I'm going to add cold water to cool it down. But if I take ice cubes out, so I'm subtracting a negative, something that makes the temperature decrease, by subtracting an ice cube, my temperature is actually going to be going up. The other idea here that we could look at is if I wanted to write a new problem, starting at the same spot, so -3 on this one and +2 on this one, and ending up at the same spot, -6, +11, what could I do if I wasn't subtracting? Well, what would I be able to combine with -3 to get to -6? I would need to put another -3, and I would be adding. Over here, to go from 2 to 11, I could add 9. When we start looking at the pattern that happened, my first digits didn't change. Instead of subtracting, we're now adding. That was the same in both. And instead of 3, I used -3. Instead of -9, I used 9. So I'm using the opposites. This is the additive inverse property. To subtract integers, we add the opposite. This will work on all subtracting integers problems. If we have 5 minus -2, that 5 stays the same because we have to start with that same value. I can't take away something and change the first value. But instead of subtracting -2, I'm going to add 2, and I get 7. -3 minus 7 is going to be the same as -3 plus -7, which is going to equal -10. And we can kind of think about this. If I spend $3 and then spend another 7, I have spent $10. Hope this helps.